Alright, today I'm sure I had to do a quick bar replacement. Easiest being on the bike, bar pad, whatever. I have another project taking up space. We'll get to that eventually. But I have some zip ties here holding on my EFI light. We're just going to snip these off. Done, out of the way, whatever. Garbage can is back yonder. One of them went in. So, this is already kind of loose because I was going to do this without making a video, but I thought this would be an opportunity to make the video. Now, you can leave a lot of this on. You can pretty much leave everything on. If you do not have ODI clamp-on grips, you're going to cut the grips off before you start this. I am going back to the normal style grips because I want to get rid of these ODIs, but you can get all of this off and leave it ready for the new stuff without ever really taking them completely apart. I'll have a separate video for the grip install, of course. I do agree, it's very convenient, but I'm old-fashioned and I prefer gluing my grips on. In fact, since I'm going back to grips, that's going to have to go, but I decided to splurge and get a billet throttle tube. I have a Wiseco on the 250 behind me, or Wiseco, I'm sorry, a Works Connection on the 250 behind me, but Works Connection has not been what they've been previously. And we're just going to break everything loose. Very convenient if you have like a little work table or stage or something you can keep close by. That way you don't ever have to leave the bike. Make sure you know what tools you're going to need to take it all apart. Now, just to make small talk, the whole reason why I'm doing this is because I don't like the CR lows at all. I'm a tall person. Oh, now we're going to have to get down. That sucks. Just slide everything off. Careful with this because sometimes those little clamp deals like to come out. In fact, just for safety's sake, bam, keep those right there. Had I not dropped that bar mount clamp, I would not have to get down. But I have nothing to hang on to now. This sucks. Whatever. Don't you dare. Alright, sweet. We'll just leave that there. Fuck that. I'll probably end up throwing those on the 125 when I start that project because it's got bar risers. New bars, slide everything on. I'm not going to tighten everything up because I am going to be chopping these bars down. They're too, like, these are Pastrana FMX bends, and that guy has got a stance on him and way too wide. So I'm probably going to take a 1/2 inch in guessing off of each bar, which will be in, I guess I'll throw it in this video. Screw it. And we don't have to worry about that. So make sure you don't cross up anything when you start going together. That's what happened. Okay, so like so. You can be much quicker than this if you're not as inebriated as I am. Bam. Like so. So I'm just going to go to standard settings because I haven't tried this bar setup before. I have twitches on the 250 behind me. And I wanted to try these Pastranas because they've got a different rake to them. It's the same size heights but different rake. And since this is my trail bike, we're going to try out the Pastrana bends. And right now that is two forward. We'll go 1. Pro Taper is very good with this. They give you all the markings on them. I'm sure every other manufacturer does, but I love Pro Taper to death. Much better. So I have a +1 on mine. Feels much better. More comfortable in the sitting stance. Standing stance, much better than they'll see our lows. So we're going to keep it at the +1. We line up, make sure our distance between our marks are really close to the same, just using our eyeballs. We make sure that our line that we're going to stays as close to middle as possible. And we're just going to, you know what am I doing? We get our +1s close to middle, even gap between the two. And we're just going to not tighten, but just touch. Not even snug, just touch. That was snug. But make sure everything is lined up, everything looks good. Keep our gap in our clamps as close to the same as on both sides. I don't trust the impact, so going with the ratchet, and we keep our gap as close to the same as we can. And even if you go all the way on one, you're going to still put tension on the opposite side, no matter what. Do not forget to tighten both sides. If not, you will have issues in the future. Okay, I have to get down again. Now I'm going to go to a different video because I got to chop the bars and do grips. But Pro Taper's nice. They put your markings on there every 1/4 inch. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. I'm going to chop these and I'm going to do a different video on installing grips because I feel much better with a 1/2 inch in. Like this hand needs to be right here. Feels much better. Well, and that's it. Simple, easy. Don't make it complicated. There's no need to disassemble everything. Catch you on the next one, guys.